Welcome back, guys, for another walkthrough with me. Today's next walkthrough is going to be the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, one of my favorite decks, and I'll explain why. Got this off Amazon. I saw it doing during someone's YouTube reading, and a lot of times they don't put the names of the decks in the readings, and they don't always respond when you ask. So I had to take a screenshot and then do a Google's lens to um, get an idea, but I was able to find it, and um, it was pricey for some, but for me, if I want the deck, the price doesn't really bother me. Um, but this is a 78 card deck, of course. Right, original tarot um, count for the card. See if I can. Comes with a nice hefty book that you see I've read through and highlighted. It's not a lot, but if you don't like to read a lot, it can become a bit much. So I just go through and highlight. If I really need to find out more about the card, then I'll go back and read um, more information in the book. But it's a big book and pretty hefty cards. You see my little hands trying to grab. I've learned to get used to them for the most part. I think I'm going to move this. Put it right here by my junk. This is a crystal that my good friend gave me. It's black obsidian. He got it from Mexico. I really love, if you don't know, I love crystals. I have a whole thing right here. I'll show you one day. But I have crystal decks as well that I'll be sharing too. So anyways, this is by, Poppy Palin. Poppy Palin. Last name spelled Palin. The one thing that drew me about these decks is the artwork. The everyday imagery in the artwork for each card is like, I love it. Just everyday stuff. Like on this card, this is something you would see, in just day to day life. This is the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands. Just, I'm sorry I jumped right to the deck, but the imagery is what I love about this deck, and that's why I say if I had to get it again, I would. This explains also the New York City Tarot. They explain the type of tarot decks that I appreciate. I appreciate the tarot decks with the everyday artwork. Seeing, just everyday life. This is the Devil. This is the Seven of Coins. It's the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Three of Cups. And again, I got this off Amazon. Seven of Wands. I do also shop on magic.com, MAGICK. Have good sales, free shipping over $20. A lot of times I will go through and check between Magic and Book Depository. Now, Book Depository ships out of the UK, but it takes no more than 2 weeks to get it. So if you don't mind waiting, you can order from them as well. It's not just decks, but you can order books as well. I've ordered books from them, and I order decks from them, depending on who has the best sale. Lately, I've been comparing them all, and it's depends on what type of deck you're getting. But yeah, I always go between Amazon, Magic, and Book Depository. Seven of Wands. But this I got off Amazon because at that time I wasn't familiar with the other two websites. I wish I had because it was cheap on one of them. Wasn't much, but it was. And sometimes you'll run into a situation where it's cheaper on Amazon. It just really depends. The Hangman. The Emperor. The Hermit. King of Coins. Some would say Pentacles. Some say discs. Just depends on which deck you're using. Page of Wands. Seven of Cups. Six of Cups. Temperance. Two of Blades or swords. Five of Coins. Eight of Cups. The imagery is just amazing. Like, you can really grasp so much. Just so much. I'm gonna just say that. The Fool. Justice. Knight of Coins. Page of Blades. Like I said, this is the regular 78. I don't want to go through all of them. But as you can see, the imagery is just of everyday life. It's just beautiful. Sorry I can't zoom in, but it's just gorgeous. So once again, this is the deck that I got off Amazon, but you can look in other areas to get this deck. The cards, my hands are small. Not so much as small, they're just skinny. So trying to grab really large decks can be a little tiresome for me. But I do all my decks the same. I just shuffle them like this a few times. They're fairly new. I've used them a few times, but I don't do YouTube readings or anything not like for a lot of people. So if I do, it's just a general collective. So my cards don't have much usage. But yeah, they shuffle really well to me. I enjoy the card stock. It's very durable, very worth it. I think I paid 30 something for these, and it's very much worth it. So again, that is the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Palin. Finding magic in the midst of life. And I love this deck. Like, ultimately love this deck. Like I said, I wasn't a big fan of tarot decks because I got tired of seeing the normal Rider-Waite deck. Even though that's the traditional, I just got tired of seeing those images. It wasn't doing nothing for me. So when I came across these different decks, I was ecstatic. So I was like, I gotta have it. And honestly, it's helped me grow in using tarot and made me want to use tarot more. So yeah, I'll be doing a few more reviews or walkthroughs. And yeah, thank you guys again for joining me. Have a good rest of your day.